Hi students, how are you? In earlier class we have learned about two different kind of plant tissues. What are the two different kinds of plant tissues? One is permanent tissue and another one is meristematic tissue. Where is the meristematic tissue? The meristematic tissues are located in different regions. Apical meristematic tissue, lateral meristematic tissue, intercalary meristematic tissue. In the meristematic tissue should be helping for the growth, and another tissue, permanent tissue, should help for the supporting of the plant body. Here let us discuss about the permanent tissue. Permanent tissues are differentiated with different shapes. Some are hexagonal, some are round, some are oval, some are spherical. They have well defined organelles, and most of the permanent tissues have dead cells or dead tissues. Even though these tissues may be designed with dead cells or dead tissues, they should perform different kind of activities as well as living cells. In meristematic tissue, most of the cells are living cells. Whenever the living cells may have loosened their ability of the division or some activities, then they turn into permanent tissues. So these permanent tissues, even though may contain dead cells, they can do different kind of activities. Mainly these permanent tissues helping to give the protection and support and conduction of the water and food material. Let us discuss about different kind of permanent tissues. Look at this. Mainly the permanent tissues are two types. One is a simple permanent tissue, another one is a complex permanent tissue. Simple permanent tissue and complex permanent tissue. Again, the simple permanent tissue should show different kind of differentiation functionally and structurally. Here the simple permanent tissue may have the different kind of cells and located in different areas to do different kind of activities. These are divided into three groups. One is parenchyma, collenchyma, sclerenchyma. What are these three? These three are simple permanent tissues. The permanent tissues are divided into two groups. One is simple permanent tissue, another one is complex permanent tissue. Simple permanent tissues again divided into three groups. One is parenchyma, another one is collenchyma, and third one is sclerenchyma. As well as the complex permanent tissue is also divided into two groups. What are they? The first one is phloem and the second one is xylem. What are phloem and xylem? Phloem and xylem are the complex permanent tissues. And here in the permanent tissue, simple and complex, whatever the tissue should not participate in complex action, they are called simple permanent tissues. These permanent tissues are derived from existing tissue. What are the pre-existing tissues of simple permanent tissue? Meristematic tissue. The simple permanent tissue should do very simple actions only, not complex actions. The simple permanent tissue cannot perform the complex actions, very simple in nature, and these are very tender. Even though these are dead cells, they will be very tender as well as meristematic tissues. But complex permanent tissue should be very hot and helping for the conduction of material such as water and food. Here the complex permanent tissue has two kind of tissues. One is phloem tissue, another one is xylem tissue. Again, the phloem tissue contain different kind of cells are there. What are the different kind of cells are there here? Some are sieve soups are there, and some are companion cells are there. and as well as xylem tissue contain xylem vessels are there, and tracheids also there. Once look at this diagram. Parenchyma tissue. Here the parenchyma tissue divided into simple permanent tissue divided into parenchyma tissue. Here look at this parenchyma tissue. What is there here? The parenchyma tissue arranged in different shapes and structures. Here in between the two cells contain intercellular space is there. While studying about meristematic tissue, there is no intercellular space among them in between the two cells, but here very vast intercellular space is there. And innerly when we have observed the cell structure, innerly very small nucleus is there, large vacuole will be there, small nucleus is there, and very less cytoplasm is there, but it occupies with more intercellular space. Here most of these cells are living cells, and somewhere maybe dead cells are there. And another simple permanent tissue, collenchyma tissue. Look at this, the structure of collenchyma tissues. So these are also have intercellular space, more intercellular space is there. These are in different shapes, some are hexagonal and some are spherical, like different kind of structures are there. These the cell wall of the cell should be very thick. Here what is there here? These contain more dead cells. This entire outermost layer designed with dead cells, and as well as chlorophyll is there, chloroplasts are also there inside it, and a small nucleus is there, and it occupies with more cytoplasm than the parenchyma tissue. So the parenchyma tissue contain prominent nucleus is there. Here is also prominent nucleus is there, but they may be present somewhere maybe brim of the plasma membrane, or somewhere maybe middle of the cell. And the another one, third one is sclerenchyma tissue. Sclerenchyma. So totally these are present in hexagonal. The outer cell wall will be very thick and hard, and also contain cellulose is there, or carbohydrate material is also present inside that, or starch is also present inside that. So mainly it should protect from external environment. The sclerenchyma should be protect external environment. Once look at this parenchyma tissue. So most of the plant body designed with parenchyma tissues. Parenchyma. So the leaf, the flower, root, stem, each and every part should be designed with parenchyma tissues. So remaining tissues also will be there in that plant part, but it occupies more portion along with parenchyma tissues. So here most of the parenchyma tissues are living cells, and these should be shows division, cell division. So however meristematic tissues showed some cell division to get the growth at specialized regions, as well as these parenchyma tissues also should be shows some cell division. What is meant by cell division? Whenever the one cell derived from the pre-existing cell to accumulate or to get a tissue or to get a organ or organ system, that ability is also present in parenchyma tissue as well as meristematic tissue. Here most of the here all the cells of the parenchyma tissue designed with living cells, they have ability to get the cell division, maybe mitosis division or meiosis division. Here most of these cells filled with life supporting material which is meant for protoplasm. What is the use of the protoplasm? Where is the protoplasm? In a real class we have learnt about the protoplasm which is filled inside the cell. So the entire cytoplasm filled with protoplasm, it is the life supporting material. So even though the parenchyma tissues somewhere may be dead cells and somewhere may be living cells, both of them filled with life supporting material is called protoplasm. So mainly these parenchyma tissues present all over the body parts of the plant. What are all over the stem? Even though that is the tender stem or hard stem, root, hard or tender, and leaves and flowers, fruits, every part of the plant contain parenchyma tissues. And parenchyma tissues wherever present, that entire region should be very soft. So here, once look at this parenchyma tissues, different kind of areas occupied with living and non-living cells to do different kind of actions. Look at them. Here we have to learn about the functions of parenchyma tissues. Where is the parenchyma tissues? The entire body parts contain parenchyma tissues. Leaves, flowers, fruits, nuts, each and every part contain these. So these are mainly the parenchyma tissues helping for the packing of tissues while deriving or dividing group of cells without splitting them. Around that they should make one kind of membrane to pack that tissue. So mainly these are helping for the packing of tissues, and not only that is packing of the tissues, and also these parenchyma tissues can store the food material while preparing food along with the photosynthetic activities in meristematic tissues. That food should be stored in parenchyma tissues, and after stored that food material, it has to be transport all over the body to get the energy. So that function is also should be done along with the parenchyma. What is that function? Transportation of the material. What is meant by transportation of the material? While preparing the food at the site of leaf, site of tender parts of the stem, etc., that has to be transport until the tip of the root. So the transportation is also will be done along with this parenchyma tissues. Not only that is, so whatever they needed or whatever the different kind of material obtaining from the external environment, such as carbon dioxide, oxygen and sunlight, everything is also absorbed along with these parenchyma tissues only. So what happened, that exchange of the gases should be done along with this parenchyma. What is meant by exchange of the gases here? Whatever they need, such as carbon dioxide and oxygen, sometimes they must be need carbon dioxide and expel oxygen, and sometimes they should expel carbon dioxide and obtain oxygen. So exchange of the gases should be done along with this parenchyma tissues also. And not only while preparing food material inside the body parts, among them some useful material should be utilized for their body activities, and after extraction of energy source, whichever overleft as a waste material, that should be sent out along with parenchyma tissue. So it is helping for the transportation of the food material and elimination of the waste material from the body. And not only that, however, the meristematic tissue doing photosynthetic activities, and as well as this parenchyma tissues also can perform the photosynthetic activities. So we know plants are the autotrophs. Autotrophs means those can synthesize their own food. So mainly the plants can prepare their own food at the site of meristematic tissue and as well as in parenchyma tissues. And in xerophytes, we know very well about desert plants. The desert plants, most of the desert plants should be very succulent, very tender and succulent. So most of the plant will be green in color and very tender. So that entire body part should be designed with parenchyma tissues only. So look at this. Next one, collenchyma tissue. Here we have learnt about the parenchyma tissue and what are the functions of them and etc. etc. The second one is collenchyma. What is collenchyma? Collenchyma, parenchyma, sclerenchyma. These three tissues are derived from the simple permanent tissue. So here collenchyma tissue is also one of the part of the simple permanent tissue. Later we will discuss about collenchyma tissues. Thank you.